That's hit plenty of curbs, that has. Plenty of speed bumps as well. It's got like a max kind of fast car vibe, hasn't it?
Do quite like the max power era.
Yeah, definitely.
I was a bit of a sucker for big body kits and stuff.
You liked fiberglass?
Yeah.
Filler.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to a new episode. So, let me just find a spot to pull over, because this one's a bit of a sad episode. Let me just pull over. Well, so this is as good a place as any. So, now don't laugh at the scarf. Unfortunately, it's the only thing I've got to wear right now because the car's cold. The heating doesn't work in this car. I've got to get it fixed, so I put my scarf on. So don't laugh. I mean, it kind of matches my outfit. So basically, this week's episode is a bit of a sad one because the person that owns this Ford Focus T190 sadly passed away this year. The chap's name was David Pope, and yeah, he kind of left a bit of a legacy. So this car, this actual video is in remembrance, dedicated to the late David Pope. So yeah, now I will be honest, this is the first, oh don't fall over. I will be honest, this is the first time I've ever done a video in remembrance of somebody featuring a car. Now, again, I will be quite honest, I didn't really know what this car was. I was just under the assumption it was a Ford Focus. But straight off the bat, what I've kind of figured out from the car through back and forth messaging with David's brother, it's the only one in this particular colour, which is pepper red, which is quite a rare colour, to be honest. So like I said, I did a bit of research, but my brain isn't the greatest. I'm not exactly a car journalist. So yeah, I've done a bit of research on this car. I try to remember it all, but I'd rather quickly read it from what I've got on my phone, because it makes a lot of sense and I kind of mess up a lot. So let me take this scarf off though, because it's a bit. So I do apologise, this is a bit unorthodox, it's not really professional, but it is what it is, and at the end of the day, it gives you kind of a bit of an insight to what this car is. So I'll keep it brief. So basically, the T190 was a development prototype for the Mark 1 RS, basically a predecessor of the Mark 1 RS. It's a normal 1.8 blacktop Z-Tech engine, modified factory exhaust manifold to accommodate the turbo, which is a GT2554. I think that's a Garrett turbo. Again, it also comes with, this is a bit of a long word, a large atmospheric dump valve, which chatters when driven gently, and also when you give it a bit of welly, it's louder. It does come with full leather reclining Cobra seats and a Moret projector headlights. So the car uses a Pectoral piggyback standalone ECU. So I mean, this is basically what I've just read off some Ford forum. I may have said a few things wrong, because like I said before, I'm no expert. I'm just stokesy. So the plans for the Ford Focus is now to get it back on the road, do a bit of cosmetic work to it to get it back to a great standing. I'm not going to talk much more about the car now. We're going to get into the video so you can actually see where it has been sat for 13 years. We're going to pull it out, have a good look around it, and then say goodbye to it, and hopefully see it back on the road soon. So yeah, so thank you for joining this particular video. It is a bit of a sad one. So yeah, so from me, Stokesy, thank you for watching this bit of an intro. I hope you enjoy this video, and we'll see you shortly. Right, let's have a look. So obviously the original press cars came with hot on the end of the registration. So this is the original car. It's been in here for 10 years. obviously I've been left to my own devices to have a good look around it, and to be honest with you, you can see it's been sat in here a while. I think what it is, you should be part of this as much as being part of the car, because at the end of the day, it's
I can talk in the background if you want.
yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. So it's been here for 10 years. Parked in it
Between 8 and 10 years.
between 8 and 10 years. Yeah. And the plan is to get it back on the road.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
First thing is just going over the mechanical work done on it, which is a cylinder head refurbished.
Okay.
Because the valve stem seals are gone.
Smoky.
Oh, okay.
That's like
And
an eyeball.
after that, it's going to be bodywork.
Brilliant. It's good. It is good when you find them like this. It really is.
Do you want to move some stuff out of your way?
Yeah, well, we'll pull it out in a second. Hopefully. Nothing seen. So a lot of you will probably know this car from back in the day in the magazine features. So if you do recognise this car, put some comments below. So is this the first time you've actually seen it? Or you...
First time.
No way.
I've seen a picture. He sent me a picture of the brochure
Yeah.
that they came in originally. That was literally it. I've never heard of it. I mean, I've got a friend who's a Ford Master Tech.
Okay.
He's worked for him since he was 16 years old.
Yeah.
He's never heard of him.
No way. Now, it's inevitable that I'm going to get things wrong because I don't really know what I'm looking at. This is the first for me. There's a lot of people I've spoken to about it and they don't know what it is. So I'm not the only person that doesn't really know what I'm looking at. So the tax disc here says the 31st of the 5th, 2010. So would that be the last time it was on the road?
Yeah.
2010?
Yeah.
So that's
13 years.
That's 13 years.
Yeah.
So it's been sat in here for 13 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that tax disc, yeah, tax disc then, yeah.
Well, saying that, yeah, it would, because they ended in 2013, didn't they, the tax discs, yeah. Bloody hell. And we love a good cobweb. So this is the first time I've ever done a video in memory of somebody that recently passed. So it's got to be done right. Right, so currently the wheels are quite stuck. We have attempted to pull this out, but this chap's recovery truck doesn't fit underneath this building. So we're using the power of the Legacy to pull, well, attempt to pull the 190 out. Fingers crossed he comes out without too much trouble. Because there's a bit of a squeeze to get down there to take those wheels off. Bit of a squeeze indeed. Yeah, lovely. Whoa, that was quite easy. Quite happy, quite glad to be fair.
Do you want to jump in? Steer? Yeah. Steer it out.
Well,
you need to get in and...
Yeah, steer, you don't want to scuff all the sides up or nothing.
Just hold fire for a second.
Oh, she's coming free. She's coming free. Well, at least they're not all locked up. That's a good thing.
I've got sliders in the back.
Yeah. I don't like using those. They don't want to work with you, do they?
so you reckon you'll get in there?
I mean, I'm good.
I'll turn the wheel.
Slim, I'm not that good.
I'll turn the wheel so it's right down.
I think I'm too much.
Which way is the wheel facing?
You got the key?
The keys, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but I need to unlock the door.
You jump in and look.
That door hasn't been open in a while, has it?
Oh, it's clean, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks clean, doesn't it? Bloody hell. I like those seats.
Since it hasn't moved since 2013, it's got less dust on the dashboard.
Right then, we'll have a look in there in a second, ladies and gents. Just trying to pull it out first. Yeah, do you want it?
Steering's heavy with no engine running.
Sorry?
But steering's heavy with no engine.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. So we thought initially that it was parked in there between 8 and 10 years, but it's actually 13 years.
Yeah.
You want to pull it out a little bit? Is you ready? You ready, bro? Yeah, ready, yeah. There you go. Yep. Wow. Hasn't been out for 13 years. First look. It's a nice car, to be honest. I've never really been a fan of the spoiler or flary things, but considering it's like a one of, in this colour, one of one, it's nice. It's funny that it's called pepper red when it looks more of a mull wine, doesn't it?
It says in the pamphlet, pepper red.
Pepper red.
Different colours, yeah, pepper red, definitely. That's what.
Yeah, a bit of work on the front. Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit low, isn't it?
Yeah, that's hit plenty of curbs, that has. Plenty of speed bumps as well. It's got like a max kind of fast car vibe, hasn't it?
Do quite like the Max Power era.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
was a bit of a sucker for big body kits and
You
stuff
liked
back in the day.
fiberglass? Or
Yeah.
filler?
Yeah.
A lot of cracks all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, so we'll have a good look around it now. I need the key. Cheers, dude. Sorry, mate. Thank you. First of all, we start with the boot, and then we look in the the front. Bloody hell, crap! Me wonder what that was then. How was that from this?
That was from the gas strut.
I thought someone was sweeping up.
The gas strut's just popped.
Yeah, all the gas is.
The seal on the boot strut. We lifted
Yeah.
the boot up and we heard this.
I thought you were sweeping up.
But yeah, it was,
No way.
it was from the gas
Yes,
strut.
it's just gone as that side has. So
Never ever heard one of them go.
No, me neither. No. So yeah, it's got a bit of a.
Let's just pop this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally just heard the air come out of it. Never heard it.
Full of oil, isn't they?
And
I bought some for the Range Rover. It cost me bloody fortune.
I mean, considering it's been sat there for so long, I mean, most of the things that I find where I live, they don't fare well in garages at all. It's a lot of dampness. It's cold concrete, isn't it? And moist, yeah. $190. So when was the last time you've actually sat in this? Well, been in this car?
God, years ago, yeah. The only interior, and he's doing this.
Yeah, the seats. That side, the bolster's a bit flat, but this side's.
He was a big fella. He was 23 stone.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So it maintains 99.9% of all originality. Did you say the gear knob's probably the only thing that's not original?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well then, so this is the engine. Which says it's got a baby Garrett turbo in it. Oh yeah, you can see, yeah.
It's all on that certificate was looked on there.
16 valves E-Tech Garrett turbo. Door's pretty good. So there's no will it starts on this one. Not yet anyway. Got an old, is that off the battery there, isn't it? Yeah, battery cap. So there's not much. It wouldn't take much to recommission this at all, would it?
No, just a quick service and that's it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the paintwork looks pretty good as well. So, I'm not that familiar with these cars, so you know, I'm just going with what I've been told. Obviously a lot of you that's watching will obviously know what this is and say your part in the comment section. But to me, I quite like it. I quite like it, to be fair. So what's the plan of getting it to your pickup? Pushing it.
We have to get it round there.
Yeah. So it hasn't been out of that garage for 13 years. 13 years. Number 001. The only one in actual this colour, which is pepper red, which is rare. I've never really heard of a 190. But yeah, 190 turbo. Yeah, let's go look at the driver's seat. Yeah, so we've got to kind of hurry because the chap who's recovering this needs to go. So so hopefully we're going to follow this car and see what happens to it. But as of now, I think we need to get it on the recovery truck, don't we? Yeah. Time sensitive. Right, buddy? Over to you.
Right.
Well, quick before we go, we'll check all the paperwork. Wow, look at that. So this is that car?
Yep.
Bloody hell. The black ones are nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
So this is the car that we're obviously featuring, has been featured in many magazines. Performance Ford there. On this one it's Fast Ford. Wow. It's a bit different. The front end's a little bit different, isn't it? So it's had some add-ons, hasn't it? Yeah. I think with these types of cars though, a lot of people put their own flair on, so you know it's understandable that there's a lot of things that's going to be a bit different because, you know, like everybody else, they like their own taste. There's a certificate of authenticity. Registration V12 hot. Sorry, V200 hot. 1.8 turbo charged Z-Tech Garrett T25, and then the Brooklands T190 conversion number 001. So a very rare car, a very rare car. And the last magazine feature was Auto Express, and that's front page. Wow. So it's a very rare car. And the good thing about this car is it's not for sale like most of the cars that we kind of find. It's actually being restored and put back on the road in remembrance of your late brother.
Yep. That's the full brochure.
Oh, that's the actual Ford brochure too.
Yeah, have a look at that.
Wow. So you got the 130, the 140, the T190, which is this one, and then you got the T230. Price £29,500. Wow. I quite like the black as well. So this is the 130 and the 140. Wow, it's pretty interesting. I think when I get home I'll do a bit more research and I'll do a little bit of an extra to this car, because obviously as of now it's time sensitive. People's got to be somewhere, and yeah, but there it is there. So now the job is to get it on the back of this chap's car. I mean recovery truck. Does somebody want to record us doing it? Do you want to be the cameraman? Back a little more, yeah?
A bit more. Yeah.
legs are getting worse out.
Nice rest on it,
I'll tell you about Aston.
Yeah, I do.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Shall I take this towel away over it? Towel out.
I'm leaving arrested. Cheers, mate. So good having asthma. Also, if you need anything done and you're in the Buckinghamshire area, give my mate a shout out. Excuse the breath because I'm out of it, but MW Services, fantastic chap. When you hit something on the front end, it's flexed it. Yeah. I'd take that off too, just see what's underneath it. Okay. Oh, that's good then. So it's in the right hands. How are you feeling about it being out now? Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Make sure it's done now.
Well, it's not just a car anymore, is it? It's more than that. Looks pretty good, to be fair. Looks good. Yeah, it looks really good.
Or if you just blast it off and undercoated it or something.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's just the front end.
Just those curbs.